Доброго дня, що би ви хотіли, ви вже обрали?
Доброго дня, про супи розкажіть, будь ласка.
Крем-суп сьогодні, брокколі та шпинат і на кокосовому молоці.
This vegan cafe in central Kiev always plays Ukrainian music. All guests are also greeted in Ukrainian. 4 years ago, the owner of this cafe purposefully stopped communicating in the Russian language.
Будь ласка. Коли російські
When Russian-led militants entered my native Kramatorsk and occupied it, I was in Kiev, but I saw footage where they said to the locals, "We speak the same language." It was like an argument for their occupation of the city with rifles. Then I realized that this cannot be an argument. We should not speak the same language. Pavlo says that his transition to the Ukrainian language is a return to the language of his ancient Cossack heritage. He supports legislative strengthening of the Ukrainian language's status. Ousted Ukrainian President Viktor Yanukovych's Party of Regions and Ukraine's Communist Party adopted a law on state language policy on July 3, 2012, amid fistfights. Without being given an official status, Russian was de facto equated in its rights to the Ukrainian language on most of the nation's territory.
За 248 рішення прийнято. Дякую.
Это закон.
The law was part of the preparations for hybrid occupation of Ukraine, period. Same people, same methods, same offensive, same systematic implementation. According to Pavlo Hrtsenko, director of the Ukrainian Language Institute, the language law of 2012 was against the interests of the state. At a hearing of the Constitutional Court in December of 2016, he provided arguments for the document's abolishment.
Російська мова в Україні.
There are no threats to the Russian language in Ukraine because Russia is already spoken in Russia. There is a powerful force supporting this language. Even if we took all the Russians away from Ukraine, it wouldn't threaten the Russian language. But if we allow the destruction of the Ukrainian language to continue, it will be impossible to revive it. This year, on February 28th, the Constitutional Court recognized the language law of 2012 to be anti-constitutional and abolished it due to serious violations of the voting process. Public activists say that the only document regulating language usage in Ukraine is the 10th article of the Constitution. They demand a new law be adopted. A legal vacuum has appeared, and now MPs have to fill it. The new law must give a comprehensive answer to the question about the protection and usage of the Ukrainian language in all spheres of public life. It is now very important for the new language law to state the constitutionality of the Ukrainian language in all spheres of public communication, and not just in personal lives. A specialized parliamentary committee has reviewed 4 bills on state language. One of them has already been approved. The bill provides for the creation of a commission on language standards. A commissioner for protection of the Ukrainian language will also be appointed.
We must understand that if we don't want the state language to disappear in Ukraine, if we want it to be stronger, to develop, and be a modern language of a modern society, we must create the tools for it. Until now, we didn't have such tools. This bill provides them.
The bill will raise the Ukrainian language's status to that of a state symbol. According to MPs, the language should be treated just like the flag, the coat of arms, and the national anthem.
These aren't draconian measures. These measures are aimed at preventing the Ukrainian language from disappearing. This bill is aimed at the future, for our children and grandchildren to know and speak Ukrainian, the state language of Ukraine.
The Ukrainian government has also called on Parliament to accelerate the adoption of the new language law. According to the Ministry of Culture, it will help consolidate the national identity of Ukrainians.